And both sides on the floor getting ready for the game ahead, and it's almost that time. Thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. It's Wednesday, Hump Day, and we're ready to bring you all the action. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Brent Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. Let's take a look at the numbers for Taurean Prince.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage, and it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. The front court is Rizouche and Johnson. Daniels out there with Trae Young, and it's Capella in at the center. And for the Bucks, the post pair, the longtime duo of Antetokounmpo and Lopez. Damian Lillard out there with Jackson, and it's Prince in at the 3, the small forward. How many games do you need to play, Greg, before you know who you are as a team?
I think you basically know already your identity, the pace you want to play at, obviously the development of the younger guys, and your chemistry is always ongoing.
Now, here is Young. Now, Rizouche. Pocket 6. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Nice effort taking the early lead. Here we go.
Take a nice deep breath. You score on that first possession. Gets the game started the right way.
Lopez against Capella. Lopez passes to Antetokounmpo. Lopez sets a screen for Giannis. Rebound Atlanta. They're getting their first look of the season at the Bucks in this one. After Rizouche to the middle. Here's Capella, and it's sent back by Lopez. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrated. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
Oh, I would love to see Giannis in the dunk contest. Wouldn't that be sweet?
Awesome display of athleticism captured by our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And so Young will bring it up for the Hawks. They defeated the Pelicans in their last game.
Yeah, I think they prepared to face more defensive pressure. And that one didn't happen. Boy, they just rolled.
It took just a little bit of time, but once they figured out the D on that night, man, their offense was rolling.
Jackson finds Lopez. Back to Jackson. Pass to Lillard. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Always an appreciation for Lillard and his build, just how rugged he is, along with that fearlessness.
Rizouche with it. Just about 2 minutes into the game. First quarter of basketball. Basket good.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
And it's Lillard missing.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Looking back at Damian Lillard's time in Portland, what an incredible 11-year run. I mean, Brent, he was the team.
Yeah, unbelievable, all-time great for the Portland Trailblazers. All-NBA 7 times, Kevin, the Blazers record. And no doubt one of the most beloved players that's ever put on a uniform from the great Pacific Northwest. But I know for Damian Lillard how competitive he is. He doesn't want to just rely on what it is he accomplished there. There's more to be done, and he wants to win at the highest level. And that's what he's looking to do. As a big, once you get position inside, it allows you to fight and come away with a lot of tough boards.
Sinks the three-pointer.
And the vision of the Greek Freak, they're able to pick out the opening.
And we'll have a timeout called by Quinn Snyder. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over.
All right, a chance to check out the stats for Johnson. Over the last month, he has been spectacular. Right around 21 points per, 10 rebounds, and 5 assists. And he's been a rock in the middle for them over that stretch of games. Dominating the glass is his trademark.
I feel like those rebounds are wearing down and eroding the opponent. His effort right now, physically and mentally, has been good.
And Atlanta has possession, following the three by Milwaukee. And it's Ricochet missing. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Giannis against Johnson. Here's Giannis. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. You know, you were talking about Giannis. He can put up 30 a game without taking many shots from the perimeter. That's a tall order these days, especially because he gets doubled every single time. And the first one drops. And Brent, the Bucks last season bowing out in the first round. And the injuries they sustained sure didn't help.
Well, there's just so much, Kevin, that is on the shoulders of Giannis. So to see him go down, you know, with that, the hopes of a Milwaukee title run. It's a reoccurring theme that we talk about every year. You got to be healthy in the playoffs. And these guys have just had players that they rely upon not be ready.
That one is no good. And Brent, last season, Giannis became the first player in NBA history to average over 30 points a game on over 60% shooting from the field. I mean, jaw-dropping numbers.
Yeah, incredible stuff, Kevin. And when you think about how much basketball has changed, the variety of shots, the great big men that have dominated the NBA floors for so long, for Giannis to be able to do that in this day and age with the three-point evolution and revolution that's happened, it speaks to just how dominant a player he is. And making it look effortless. Great job by Lopez finishing through the contact.
Young finds Capella. Ricochet with it. He's got 7. Pass to Young. Capella with a screen on Lillard. Young for 3. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Trey so dynamic in the pick and roll. He runs that set as well as anyone in the league.
Giannis passes to Lopez. To the paint. Here's Jackson. Rebounded by the Hawks.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
Capella with the bucket.
And Capella just smashing through the contact on the inside that time.
And so Lillard will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, Doc Rivers gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. Now, I asked him about trying to slow down Trae Young, and the coach said you have to get the ball out of his hands. He can hurt you with the pass and with his shot. I'm not going to be surprised if you see them blitzing and doubling him a good portion of the game. Back to you.
Thank you, David. And timeout is called by Quinn Snyder. Looking for a breather and maybe just one or two things to talk about. Hunter's checked in for Ricochet. Atlanta's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Lillard against Young. Here's Capella, and it's sent back by Lopez.
Oh, that's out of there. Not a high riser, but Lopez using his frame, a smart block, if you will.
Now here's Lillard. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against the Pistons in Detroit.
Yeah, but all around offensively, the performance was great. He knew when he had it going, but he also knew he could get other guys going. So his passing right up there on the level with his scoring in that one.
Here's Daniels, following the score by Damian Lillard. And here's Daniels against New Orleans, who is really on his game. Shot clock at 6. Capella dishes to Hunter. Daniels from outside. Rebound, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And you have to admire his confidence on that, but there's no way that's going to fall.
Coaches will tell you that's a bad shot, but when your teammates tell you that, you probably got to think about it.
I think what makes Giannis special is how uncomplicated he is. The man is just an incredible, pure athlete who simply loves the game of basketball. That's all there is to it.
No good on that one. And with this era of the Atlanta Hawks, Greg, they've gone as far as their defense has let them.
You look back at their conference finals run in 21, that was the last time they had a top 10 defense. So scoring's never been the issue with this core, but defense has been non-existent.
Bogdan Bogdanovic, he's checked in for Jalen Johnson. And he's good on the second.
Of course, one of the league's best scorers. Giannis poised to be one of the game's all-time best.
And Young kicks to Capella. Back to Young. It's deflected and stolen by Lillard. Prince with a screen on Young. Lillard from outside. Rebounded by the Hawks. Young. They set the screen. Damian Lillard grabs the loose ball. Bucks leading by 5. Here's Prince. And it's Antetokounmpo picking up the assist. Antetokounmpo's got 3 assists now in this one. Lillard against Young. Bogdanovic looking around. Capella with a screen on Prince. And here's Bogdanovic for 3. Rebounded by the Bucks. Giannis has got his 5th rebound in this one. And there's the try. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Typically, it takes Giannis one stride to get where he wants to go. And in that one stride, he's covering so much ground, you can't keep up with him.
Now, here is Young. He picked up 12 points in their last win against New Orleans.
Yeah, but there's always this point you got to look at where did he also impact the game. It was on the rebounding end of the floor. A tremendous performance there.
Lopez with the block, and he recovers it. And it's Capella missing.
But his shooting this quarter has to be a huge concern, especially when they're behind like this. Can he find the rhythm?
He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Bucks.
How about the ferocity we have seen from them on defense? I mean, they're looking to contest every shot that goes up.
They've done a great job tonight of getting out in transition, so that focus on fast break will add to your total in a hurry.
Shooting 1.
That's good from Antetokounmpo. Greg, since making it to the Eastern Conference Finals in 2021, the Atlanta Hawks haven't been that good.
And it was hard to tell if that was a Cinderella run at the time, but Kevin, looking like that might have been the outlier. The Hawks took some risks to get back there, but it just hasn't worked. And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
Yeah, altering the shot, just as long as there's a miss, that kind of energy not wasted.
And that one's good from Connaughton.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
The Hawks trail by 14.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
The tray. The rebound by Nance. Atlanta's shooting only 28% here in the first. A shoddy game offensively for them so far. Here's Hunter. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Good move for Hunter to get to the inside, and he just navigated the defense well.
Now, here's Lillard. D right on him. Pass to Portis. Okongwu grabs the board.
He gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
Now Hunter fires for three, and the three ball is good. Hunter's got 5 now.
Hunter in rhythm is a much better shooter. That shot looked nice.
Lillard with a screen for Antetokounmpo. Over Nance, and Giannis gets it to go. 11 points in the game.
Pretty easy right now. Clear out, give him some space, let him get to work.
Here's Buffkin, covered by Lillard. Buffkin, no good. Here's Milwaukee now. They're on a 16-5 run. And that's good from Antetokounmpo on the assist by Trent.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Nance sets a screen for Bogdanovic. For the three. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Giannis has got 6 rebounds here tonight.
Well, he's just really struggling right now with everything he's throwing up. Nothing really helping out in terms of his confidence. I mean, these ones aren't even close.
Run for about a decade, the Bucks have virtually been a lock for the playoffs.
Yeah, you think about Giannis being drafted in 2013, and absolutely nobody saw what was coming with him. They missed the playoffs in his first and his third year, and then all of a sudden, Giannis fully arrived. He's developed into a star, not just a star, but a superstar, and these guys have been contenders ever since.
And he makes the first.
And they've been the more physical team offensively, seeking contact, looking to score in the lane, and getting to the line.
DeLon Wright, he's checked in for the Bucks. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Reza Shea, he's checked in for Larry Nance. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. And Brent, for all the talent the Atlanta Hawks have had in recent years, playoff success has not been there.
Well, close to the finals in 2021, but they haven't been past the first round since. I think the 21 run actually accelerated expectations for this team a little bit beyond where they were in their development. So they've come back to earth just a little bit. We'll see if next year they can build to get back to a position where they can have playoff success.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Bogdanovic. Here's Reza Shea. He's defended by Connaughton. Okongwu with a screen on Connaughton. 4 on the clock. Atlanta needs to get off a shot here. Atlanta again missing. And here's Giannis. And here's Trent outside. What a play. Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
Ringing the bell. That's the way to close a quarter.
Well, you love nailing the last second shot. Always a feel-good moment.
And as we conclude the first quarter, a one-sided game so far. We'll get going after this from Milwaukee. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in a second. And quite a position here for the Bucks to be in. What do you think, guys?
Well, the coaches preach ball movement, and we saw exactly why in that first quarter.
Well, everybody just feeling the energy of the basketball as they moved it around, and lots of hands were touching it.
And so it's Wright bringing up the ball for the Bucks. They put up a nice win against Detroit the last time out.
Remarkable consistency from deep. You can't count on that every game, especially on the road.
Yeah, the interesting part was they kept firing away in that game, but the defense didn't make much of an adjustment.
This is how the floor looks for the Hawks starting the second quarter. Bogdanovich on the wing. He's paired with Rizichet. Hunter's out there with Okongwu. And it's Puffkin in at the point. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. I asked Quinn Snyder what he enjoys most about coaching, and the Hawks coach said the opportunity to compete in such an intense way. Also, the tactics of the game and the intellectual part of player development. It's rewarding to see and have a part in someone's growth and improvement. Kevin?
David, that's coaching, right? Growth and development. A mind for the game for sure. I've always respected Coach Snyder.
Looks like the game plan is they're willing to give him that kind of shot. It worked out for them this time, but if they give it to him again, I bet 3 points are coming.
Okongwu with the screen for Hunter. Really left alone that time. Hunter's got his third bucket of the night.
What I like about that is Hunter did not rush the shot.
Down low. Here's Portis. Second shot opportunity, and the layup is up and in. Portis has got his first bucket of the night.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Now, here's Hunter. His last outing, we saw him 4 in 22. Here's Antetokounmpo. Good, nice job down low. Giannis has got 19 points.
Dominating in effortless fashion. This is what Giannis does on a consistent basis.
Okongwu kicks to Hunter. Back to Okongwu. And Okongwu slams it in.
Yeah, undersized guys with athleticism do these kind of things, playing above the rim. Love to see him get up like that.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. Takes the three. And it's Rizichet with the rebound. The Hawks trail by 18. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. That three off the mark. Milwaukee has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Got that bucket in no time at all. Connaughton's got 5 points so far.
Now, Giannis preparing for that kind of attention from the defense, and he found a teammate with an open look.
And timeout is called by Quinn Snyder. He wants to talk to his guys. Making a switch here. Beauchamp's checked in. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Wallace is checked in. Here's Wallace. Pass to Hunter. Wallace a screen. Here's the three. Hunter no good.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Greg, you've been a part of some great contending teams over the years, but what's it like being on a team at the bottom of the standings with not a lot of hope for the regular season?
Well, Kevin, no one likes losing, but it can certainly take a toll. But it can also allow you to play more freely when you know you're bad and you're not having to deal with the pressure of expectations.
And so Wright nails both of them. Now, Greg, it took 40 years, but the Bucks finally won their second NBA title back in 2021.
Yeah, and Kareem leading that 71 squad. Giannis was the man in 2021, averaging 35 and 13 during the finals, closing out the Suns with that 50-piece in Game 6.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo following the nice shot by DeAndre Hunter.
It's impossible to stop Giannis on the drive. You combine the length, the quickness, the strength. It really is insane.
Here's Buffkin. He's coming off a 10-point game against New Orleans.
This has not been a good quarter right here. Shot has been off the mark, and now it looks, Kevin, like he's pressing a bit.
Jackson. Rebound, Atlanta. They'll face the Lakers after this one. That'll be at home. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. Pass to Nance. Now, here's Bogdanovich. Shot clock at 5. Nance a screen. The Hawks again can't hit.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Jackson finds Antetokounmpo. That one's not going to go. Nance with some nice D. Will it go? The rebound by the Bucks. Giannis has got 9 rebounds now tonight.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Lopez, a screen on Nance. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
I think Giannis loves that kind of stuff right there. His dunks sometimes get vicious.
Atlanta's gone 1 of 6 from three-point land in the second quarter. Less than 20%, but they've continued to let him fly. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Bucks. In the corner, right with it. Lopez sets a screen for Wright. Here he goes, and finished off by Wright.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, well, I settled for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that.
And Atlanta has possession, following the bucket by the Bucks. Okongwu, the pass to Bogdanovich. Back to Okongwu. Good D by Lopez.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
The other team is scorching hot, and they come down on this end and can't find a way to get the embers going.
Here's Buffkin, guarded by Wright. Hunter dishes to Okongwu. Back to Hunter. Hawks passing it around. Here's Buffkin. Gets that one to drop. First one of the game after 4 straight misses.
When the player gets a feel for that floater, it can really make things tough on defenders. You're just not sure how to guard them and where your point of commitment is.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. He's coming off a 28-point game against the Pistons in Detroit.
And his rebounding was solid in that effort as well. He did a lot of work on the glass all around, and just his effort level was off the charts.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Defended by Trent. And Bogdanovich gets the 3. Bogdanovich has got 5 points now this quarter.
And Bogdanovich needs very little room. The defense better stay more attached.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. A different look from Milwaukee. Prince is checked in for Gary Trent, and it's Damian Lillard in for Wright. Lillard against Young. And it's Lillard missing.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Young looking it over. Pass to Daniels. Rizachet with it. And a miss there on the triple.
Yeah, we're chipping some orange paint off the rim here, guys. He must be more patient on offense and trying to find ways to penetrate inside and get closer to the rim.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
The Hawks shooting 33% in the second quarter. The offense has looked crossed up and confused at times. Now here's Johnson. He had 19 points in the win against New Orleans. Young against Lillard. Young, good. Young's got his second basket of the night.
Young working hard on the defensive end that time.
And one of those guys, Brad, who can take over a game. sometimes from beginning to end, is Trae Young.
It is remarkable, Kevin, especially at his size in today's game. It reminds me a lot of playing against Allen Iverson, a guy who could dominate the game as a small player, and that's what Trae is. But what he can do offensively, the instincts that he shows, the way he can get it going offensively, he's truly a remarkable talent in terms of a small guy dominating a big man's game.
Here's Capella following the bucket by the Bucks. Three-pointer, Daniels hits the three-point bomb. Daniels has got himself going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball. Young against Lillard. Pass to Jackson. Back to Lillard. Prince with a screen on Young. Three-pointer, Lillard. Rebounded by Capella. Capella's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Rizachet, defended by Prince. Lopez with the steal. Here's Lillard. No good off the front iron.
This shot's it's not there right now with his team leading. Perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Daniels passes to Capella. The kick out to Young. Shoots it up. Rebounded by Jackson.
Well, he's a guy that count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
Pass to Lillard. Lopez with the ball. He's covered by Daniels. Kicks it out to Lillard. Lopez sets a screen for Lillard. He had a nice open look right there. Lillard's got 8 points.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Hey, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Rizachet with it, defended by Prince. And Rizachet, the prototypical size and skill for a wingman.
Yeah, he's got some jelly to his game. Handle, touch. At his size, that becomes very tough to contain.
Shoot two. The free throw drops for Rizachet. Portis, he's checked in for the Bucks. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Milwaukee's gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. 1:11 left to play here in the second quarter. Portis the screen. Here's Prince. And it's Rizachet with the rebound. Rizachet has got 4 rebounds in this game. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That's on Brook Lopez. For Atlanta, they have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
Rizachet taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2. He's off on the first.
And just a much better job of attacking and getting to the line here in the second quarter. Didn't have a single attempt in the first.
And the second free throw, good.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Now here's Prince. 14 points from him the last game against the Pistons in Detroit. Here's Portis. Rebound, Atlanta.
That might not be the shot they want him taking, even with the D backing off.
Johnson in the corner. From past the arc. Milwaukee with the rebound. Jackson's got his 4th rebound in this one. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Lillard against Young. Lillard scanning the floor. Back to Prince. Beyond the arc. Doesn't go that time. Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Milwaukee Bucks. A terrific quarter for him. And now he has a total of 27 points. Shouldn't take him long to get up over 30. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, guys. With Quinn Snyder, Coach, they came at you offensively. So what has to change for you defensively?
Well, a lot, obviously, with everybody on the floor. You know, they're capable of doing this, but we're not. It's just too easy.
Got to tighten things up as we go along. Thanks for your time. Back to you guys.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K Sports.
Center court and get ready for the half-court shot. Give me a beat. They're thinking about the shot.
And as we welcome you to halftime, no other way to say it, an abysmal start for the Atlanta Hawks. I'm guessing they're getting an earful in that locker room right about now. You got a feel for them.
Yeah, feel for them. We're the ones who's got to watch this.
You kept watching? I was on my tablet, catching up on my favorite shows.
Big fella, as always, 100% engaged. And moving on now to that first half, tough sledding so far for the Atlanta Hawks.
A lot of bricks out there reminds me of my free throw shooting, enough to build a house. Come on, man, take it to the paint. Man up.
Man up is correct. These teams often get addicted, Shaq, to the three. Time for some intervention here. What's your plan B, please?
That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more hoops action.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You look at Antetokounmpo in this one. He's been everywhere.
Well, it didn't take him long to get that double-double. Already has it halfway through the game.
Yeah, guys like him love to stuff the stat sheet. He's doing it here.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. The post pair, the longtime duo of Antetokounmpo and Lopez. Jackson is out there with Damian Lillard. And it's Prince in at the small forward. That's the five to begin the second half for Doc Rivers.
Well, a good shooter and has some range. Taurean Prince welcoming all catch-and-shoot opportunities.
Reza Shea with it, working on Prince. Young outside, lets it go with a three. The rebound by the Bucks. Antetokounmpo's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Jackson has the open look. Offensive rebound, Bucks. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Prince with a screen on Johnson. Here's Giannis. Good. Antetokounmpo's got 29.
And again, just taking the greatness for granted here. Amazing sequence from Giannis.
Johnson outside. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Young takes it inside. That's good, and it's Johnson with the assist. Young's got 7 points in the game.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, Giannis Antetokounmpo is not one to puff out his chest and chase accolades. He said, I put the work in. That's how I get my confidence. I don't follow the media or my stats. What I know is that I put the work in, and I try to be the best version of myself. And that focus has served him well. Kevin?
It has. You know, his dedication, David, unquestioned. And we appreciate your report. So it's Atlanta now. After the miss from Damian Lillard. Pass to Johnson. Inside. Cross contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Trae Young showing off his finishing ability on the inside.
We're talking about Trae Young here, GA. What stands out most about him to you?
Well, Kevin, I'd say just how confident he is, right? He plays with that unique energy and swagger. I mean, you love him if he's on your team and can't stand him if he's playing against you.
That one, this is for Young.
There's some steely moments that come from Trae Young, and I'll tell you what, if the defense is getting under his skin, he rarely shows that.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half.
That's the attitude that the coaching staff talked to us about before the game. Heads up, aggressive play, and right at whoever's guarding Trae Young.
And this will be his second and third shots to the line here. That free throw good from Young.
One of the truly elite offensive players in the NBA. Trae Young can carry a team and more with that shooting and playmaking.
He's off on the second. Hey, Brett, where would you rank the Lopez brothers as the best NBA siblings?
Well, they've had storied careers, both of them. Certainly in terms of the argument about the best twins to ever play the game, you could make an argument for them. You had, of course, Tom and Dick Van Arsdale in the 60s, Horace and Harvey Grant in the 90s. But what the Lopez brothers have been able to do, not in terms of their longevity, but in terms of their contribution to their teams, both very different. These guys have to be up there.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Second personal.
That's on Clint Capella.
I like whenever Lopez challenges the D at that size. I mean, they're going to have to foul him in the process.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw missing.
And for a 7-footer, Brook Lopez is pretty versatile. You get all the defensive impact you'd expect, but he can also consistently score on all 3 levels.
Good on the second free throw. And we'll have a timeout called by Quinn Snyder. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations.
Some stats here for Daniels. He's one of the standouts over the last month. He's putting up about 14 points a night, just over 3 steals, and 5 rebounds. And very few players in the league can go out and produce like he has. Just a great stretch for him.
He keeps playing like this, and you know, in arenas, especially at home, when a star player is playing this well, those MVP chants come raining down.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Good work defensively by Johnson. And so Young will bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Pass to Daniels. Johnson the screen. 6 to shoot. Here is Daniels, defended by Prince. Out of bounds, Milwaukee takes possession. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December. You take a look at the Bucks. They're in the upper part of the conference records right now, in 5th place. And, of course, the Hawks. They're just sitting one spot down right on their heels.
And I think for Milwaukee, this hasn't been the breakout season that many were predicting, but they're still very much in the hunt for a high postseason seed, and that will keep them focused here during the season's final stages.
Well, the goal is very defined. They have to have a strong finish to the season and make sure they get home court advantage for at least the first few rounds of the playoffs.
And that one's good. Risa Shea.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
Prince outside. Lopez, a screen on Johnson. Lopez outside. And it's Antetokounmpo picking up the assist. Antetokounmpo's got 6 assists here tonight. Johnson outside. Pass to Risa Shea. And it goes for the 5th time, and 10 shots for him this game.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Young against Lillard. Fires the 3. Rebound by Johnson. Johnson's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Young against Lillard. Young, right side. Rebounded by the Bucks. Here's Giannis. He's got 29 points. Lopez sets a screen for Antetokounmpo. Shot from 16. 2 points. That one goes. Antetokounmpo's got 31 points.
And Giannis continuing to look for the mid-range, showing his confidence.
To Risa Shea. Here is Daniels, guarded by Jackson. Spins. And Young kicks to Daniels. No good on the 3. The Bucks have gone just a bit under 50% from the field since halftime. 5 out of 11. Here's Antetokounmpo, and Antetokounmpo with the jam.
That's a nice move on the bounce from Giannis, showing that the tools are getting sharper.
Atlanta's gone 2 of 5 with the 3-point shot since coming out of the break. Now Capella. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Capella sets a screen for Risa Shea. And the dunk by Capella.
Well, Capella, if we watched him again there, he would be reading where that ball is going, and he positions himself before the ball even comes off.
Now here's Jackson. 5 points in the game. Driving to the basket. And Jackson throws it down.
He's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. And they're bringing you up close and personal on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And so it's Atlanta with it after the basket by Milwaukee. Pass to Capella. Here's Johnson. Fires from deep. Oh, and he almost had a 4-point play right there. He'll go to the line with a chance for 3.
First personal foul.
Yeah, there was definitely some contact there on the 3-point attempt.
And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Bucks.
They've shown no let-up. Penetration, knife it inside. The defense has to tighten it up if they want to slow this team down.
Well, looking at the stat sheet, I could just see here tonight sharing the basketball. The stat that comes up most is assists. So sometimes you have to look for your teammate. That makes things happen. They've done it.
And the Bucks making a change here. Trent's checked in. And he's good on the second. Ren, you talk about a guy taking a leap. Jalen Johnson took huge steps forward in his 3rd NBA season.
Kevin, how many times have we seen it where a really talented young player is playing on a team that has star power, and so naturally they're able to settle into the role they're going to play? That is what has happened with Jalen Johnson. I expect him to take another leap forward this season.
And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for Milwaukee. Lopez outside. Jackson up top. Over Hunter. Jackson misses. The Hawks have gone 6 of 14 since halftime. A little cold from the field. Pass to Capella. Back to Hunter. Jacks up a three. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Hunter's got 11 points.
Well, Capella at that size really has no issues spotting the open man.
Giannis dishes to Jackson. Back to Antetokounmpo and taken away by Johnson. Hunter against Jackson. Here's Johnson. And Johnson with the stuff.
And all of a sudden, things finally coming together for them. The deficit's still large, but now not insurmountable.
Well, the run simply has given them a chance. Great work on both ends. They've got to now ratchet up a notch.
Here's Antetokounmpo after the basket by Atlanta. No good. They had a chance to end the run there. The Hawks trail by 21. Stolen. Pass to Trent. Out in his own on the break. The big dunk at the end of the break.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
Now here's Bogdanovich. 5 points in the game. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Johnson against Antetokounmpo. Pass to Lopez. Now here's Trent. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Trent's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And the mechanics on that shot from Trent look pretty darn good. He doesn't even have to think about it.
Hunter, the pass to Johnson. Good ball movement here by the Hawks. Hunter, the screen. Buffkin. It's hauled in by Trent. Milwaukee leading by 22. Pass to Lillard. To the paint. Shoots. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Third personal foul.
Well, Giannis is one of those guys. You look at the end of the season, he's going to be up there in free throw attempts per game.
For Milwaukee, they have converted 7 of 11 free throw attempts up to this point in the game.
Taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Antetokounmpo. Bobby Portis is checked in for Milwaukee. Pat Connaughton comes in for Jackson. Then for the Hawks, Okongwu comes in for Clint Capella. And it's Nance in for Johnson. And both free throws good for Giannis. 1:57 left in the third quarter. Here's Buffkin. Covered by Lillard. Pass to Nance. To the middle. Here's Bogdanovich. A shot's good on the assist by Nance. Bogdanovich has got 5 points in the quarter.
Bogdanovich focused on scoring on the inside, and when he gets close to the basket, it looked like he was hungry to get 2.
Giannis outside. Shoots from 12. Rebound by the Hawks. Okongwu's now got his 5th rebound right now in the game. From 7, and there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2.
Staying aggressive, stay on the attack. That's how Bogdanovich is going to earn these whistles.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
Bogdanovich. 2 shots.
first one falls.
And Bogdanovich has suffered some injuries along the way, and it's been a bit of a stop and start deal for him. But when he's feeling good and when he's in a great rhythm, man, he's an offensive force.
Smith checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Well, Bogdanovich does those things that go underappreciated on the stat sheet, but much appreciated by the coaching staff. Such a valuable player.
Now, here's Trent. 8 points for him. Lillard outside. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Lillard's got 5 points in the quarter.
And a lot of teams avoid the mid-range jumper, but they seem to be using it well.
Nance against Portis. Nance dishes to Bogdanovich. Over Trent. And Bogdanovich, the bucket on the assist by Nance. Bogdanovich has got 14 points for the game. There's 42 seconds left in the third quarter. Lillard outside. Portis, the pass to Connaughton. And that one is hammered home.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. And that one's good. Hunter. And that's 13 points for DeAndre Hunter.
And they've really gotten on track here in the second half. After that shaky start, the field goal percentage steadily climbing. They couldn't make anything in that first break.
Lillard with it. 13 points in the game. 6 on the shot clock. Puts up a deep three. That one doesn't go. And so it's Milwaukee controlling the game and finishing the quarter with a 20-point lead. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And we'll be right back after this. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. The Hawks trail by 20. On the court for Atlanta, Bogdanovich is out there with Matthews. Then there's Hunter. Then it's Okongwu, and it's Nance in at the 4. Outside Bogdanovich. Off target from three-point range.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Trent gets the bucket.
Well, if you're not outside, you got to be inside. Nice touch by Gary Trent Jr.
Matthews with the bounce pass. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
Now here's Bogdanovich for 3. Knocks down the 3 ball.
Maybe the halftime break was good for him. Allowed him to step back, calm himself down, get himself in the right frame of mind, and now shots are falling.
Antetokounmpo. And the shot goes in. Giannis has got 10 points in just the second half.
And Giannis just plays so hard. What's not to like about the approach he has game in and game out?
Portis against Okongwu. Bogdanovich faces Okongwu.
There are only a few players who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
And so Giannis will bring it up for the Bucks. In recent history, GA, we've seen some so-called redshirt rookies really thrive in their first season.
Oh, great call, partner. Blake Griffin, Joel Embiid, Chet Holmgren, the latest, were all forced to sit out their first year, but they got to be around the team, soak up as much knowledge as possible, and you can't really argue with the results.
and it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
Well, this kind of effort will energize the team and get you going, just gobbling up every board.
Every aspect of Giannis's game showing tonight, just unreal.
Matthews sets a screen for Bogdanovic. No good on the triple. Milwaukee leading by 23. Trent outside. Wright looking around. Just 3 to shoot. Milwaukee needs to get off a shot here. And here's Antetokounmpo outside. Nailed from three-point land.
Well, if Giannis is going to hit threes, you have no chance to stop him.
Matthews against Trent. Nance a screen. And here's Bogdanovic for 3. That's good. It's his 7th made basket in 14 tries.
And they're showing much more focus here in the second half. More effort as well. And their offense starting to show signs of life.
Now here's Connaughton. Portis kicks to Trent. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Atlanta's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Okongwu with a screen on Wright. To the inside. It's rebounded by Portis. Portis has got his 6th rebound on the night. Down low. Good. And it's Giannis picking up the assist. Antetokounmpo's got his 7th assist in the game. Now here's Bogdanovic. Matthews sets a screen for Bogdanovic. The three-pointer off the mark.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
And he gets it back. Trent kicks to Connaughton. GA, what effect do you think the rule to limit flopping has had since it was put into place in the NBA?
Well, I do think we're seeing less theatrics, and there were fines before, but a flop now might impact the game itself. So I'd say it's been a bit of a deterrent.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
And done a much better job from the line this half. They've gotten that percentage up over 80 for the game.
A different look for Milwaukee. Jackson comes in for Pat Connaughton, and Rollins subbed in for Wright. Both free throws good from Antetokounmpo.
And right now at about 85% from the line, that's up from where it was in that first half.
On the wing, Johnson. Pass to Hunter. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. A nice shot by Young.
Well, that equals his three-point total from the first half. He had 1 before the break, and that's his first 3 of this half.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. Portis a screen on Johnson. Here's Giannis. And he finishes nicely on the way. Giannis has got 46 points.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
Here's Hunter. Back to Young. From the arc. Rebound, Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo's got his 20th rebound here tonight. Saw that coming. Trent outside. There's the lob. Antetokounmpo takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
That's a nice toss up there, so you got to like the timing. But, of course, that's Giannis. He's going to grab anything.
Young passes to Capella. Hunter up top, guarded by Jackson. Johnson the screen, and Young kicks to Johnson. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for the Bucks. On Friday, they'll go up against Kristaps Porzingis and the Boston Celtics. And then on Sunday, they'll face off against Ben Simmons and the Brooklyn Nets.
And for their matchup with Orlando, it's going to be an all-out battle. And you just hope they are rested and able to execute their game plan, as it's going to be a tremendous challenge.
That's good from Johnson. Brent, of all the things I can ask you, I've thought about this one. What would you say is the most important thing a team has to do to be an NBA champion?
Kevin, it's pretty simple. Accept your role. And when that happens, stars will be stars, and role players will be there to support the stars in any way they possibly can. But to accept your role and to sacrifice for the good of the team, it's going to give you a chance to hold that trophy.
Now here's Green. Portis sets the pick for Antetokounmpo. Pass to Beauchamp. Good. And it's Giannis picking up the assist. Beauchamp's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Here's Risache. Walk for the new shot clock. Johnson against Giannis. Over onto the Antetokounmpo. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. Milwaukee's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Green, no luck. And so it's Young who brings it up for Atlanta. Young is doubled. Pass to Daniels. And here is Johnson. And here is Capella. And here's Daniels, guarded by Green. The 3. Daniels, no good. The Bucks shooting 59% up to this point. They're working for great shots, and they're hitting them. Here's Beauchamp. Giannis outside. And another one.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Young against Wright. And here's Johnson outside. The basket good. Off the assist from Young.
And this is why the coaching staff just continues to encourage Jalen Johnson. Dynamite off the catch.
Portis a screen on Young. Young against Wright. The shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
He's played a huge role in this game to this point, but it looks like he just wants more. He wants to make sure that this lead holds up.
Young against Wright. The 19-foot shot. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
Hey, this guy has some unreal range. Young can make it work from just about anywhere.
It's right on the wing. Over Young. The rebound by Young. Atlanta's shooting 40% in the fourth. Pass to Johnson. Antetokounmpo with the steal. Outside, Green. Young against Antetokounmpo. Portis a screen on Young. Here's Giannis. Drops in the layup for 2. Antetokounmpo's got 55.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
To the middle. Here's Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
And that's where you want to feed Clint Capella, deep down on the interior part of the paint. Let him power it through.
Now here's Giannis. Drives to the hoop. And good. There's another. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
Right against Young. Here's Risache. Off target with his three. Milwaukee's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. Here's Beauchamp. Screen by Giannis. They kick it out to Green. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws. Some players, Brent, have claimed entertainment is emphasized over competition. What do you think?
Well, I think there's a great balance, and the league does a great job of promoting its stars. But at the end of the day, Kevin, trust me, guys who are out here have a love for the game, a passion for the competition, and that's what we want to see.
Free throw good, Green. Johnson, he's checked in for Wright. And he sinks the second. And he makes all 3. Atlanta's shooting around 40% from the floor here. Pass to Daniels. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Looking confident inside at 6'7". Daniels has the height to feel comfortable down low.
Greg, we see the NBA fining players for certain actions or statements.
Multiple offenders are always going to be under the microscope, Kevin. Sometimes they end up playing into those expectations, so those punishments can appear a bit skewed.
Trent's checked in for the Bucks.
And Dyson Daniels, when he steps onto the court, he's got a hunger to make an impact, and he's trying to put his team in position to win.
Now here's Giannis. There's a minute 34 left in the fourth quarter. Trent outside. Oh, good with the triple. And so it's Young who brings it up for the Hawks.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Milwaukee.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And it'll advance their win total up to 12 on the season.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And you have to love the effort he put forth on the glass. He played with the fire no one else could match as he chased down those rebounds.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
Awesome to see their output tonight, trying to urge their team on, and that can always help. That home advantage of home fans getting you going, fully on display here.
Well, at this point, they're just trying to get back in sync. You want to play a good brand of basketball.
Consistency definitely is a key to some of the playoff performing teams, and tonight they just did not find it in this contest.
Now Green. And so it's the Bucks taking care of business in this one. was a tale of two teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly. The other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go. And once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who's standing by with our player of the game. Take it away, David.
Thanks very much, Giannis. Huge, big win tonight. How did you do it?
I think we just having fun. I think our guys were running to their spots, and we were able to drive the lanes and made the right pass, and we were knocking down shots. The ball was moving. We were defending. We were having fun. So that's why we got to win.
So you need to patent that formula, I guess. Congrats on the win, man. Thanks. Back to you.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.